I figured I would hop on here and test out my new phone. Just want to see, maybe is the picture any more clear on this camera? Or is it about the same? Just curious. Just curious, ever since we got my new setup over there, with my webcam and a laptop and stuff, I figured, well, I'm not working on my phone anymore. So I didn't want, I had the iPhone XS Max is the one that I had. And Spare, I got my cat in here. No boy, he's trying to claw at the couch. Anyway, I had the iPhone XS Max, and it was big. I got the biggest one that they had, with the biggest screen, because I worked on it, you know? I was like, man, I'm tired of having this big phone in my pocket. I didn't like it. I didn't like that feeling. I just had it mainly so that I could like go live and read the comments real easy and see myself and see everything easily. And I'm like, well, I'm not working on my phone anymore, so I don't really want this big phone, you know? What's up, Mary? I ain't seen you in a minute. And there's Marina. Morning, y'all. Morning. But anyway, so I went ahead and decided, I was like, all right, well, I don't want this big phone. I want something small. So I went ahead and decided to go with the iPhone 12 mini. And it is just a perfect size little phone, dude. This little thing just fits so comfortably in my pocket. Can't even hardly tell that it's there, you know? And then I got to thinking, I wonder how well it does on the live, you know? So I just mainly wanted to hop on here and test and see how it does. Is the picture any more clear, or is it about the same? Let's see here. There's my messy workstation right there. It looks pretty clear. Doesn't really matter though. I didn't get this phone. It's not nearly as clear. Well, I didn't get this phone for the camera. That's the thing. I got, at the time, and of course you don't know how true any of this shit is, but at the time I had that, the XS Max, because they said that the camera was like supposed to be the best damn camera ever put on a phone, you know? And I'm like, well, okay, well, I work on my phone. Like, I do all my work on my phone, everything. So I want the best camera that I can get. So that's the only reason I got the damn thing, you know? So I don't really care about the camera on this. I don't really care. Just curious to see. Just curious to see. You have the XS Max? Yeah. Yeah, it was a good old phone while I needed it. While I needed something big that I could see clearly on for working and reading comments and stuff while I was live. And yeah, I like a smaller phone too. Yeah, when I very first started, I don't know if, I think I've told you all this before, but when I very first started my tarot channel, I had an iPhone not an iPhone, a Samsung Galaxy J7. That's what I started it on, dude. And that was like $100 Go phone from Walmart, you know, Samsung Galaxy J7. And I don't know if it was the phone or just the internet that I had at the time or what, or maybe a combination of both. But it would take me anywhere from 8 to 10 hours to upload one video. Oh yeah. So when I very first started putting my videos on YouTube, especially like my tarot videos, I would have to do, like, I would sit on my days off and I would record probably a total of like, oh hell, about 6 of them, you know, about three or four videos a day. And I would get like 2 days off. So I would have about anywhere from 6 to 8 videos on the phone, and it would take me like all week to upload them. So I'd have to constantly be pulling my phone out and checking it to see, you know, and then like 6, 7, 8 hours later, it would upload and I'd have to start on the other one immediately, you know? So it was rough when I first started. It was rough. And then I was like, you know what? I'm moving up. I'm gonna move on up and get the baddest phone that I can get, because I was working on it. But I like this little thing, dude. A little 12 mini. Man, this little thing is so tiny and I love it. I love it. Motorola Razr. Dude, Mary, have you seen the new Motorola Razrs? Have you seen them? They come back now. They got them. And it's so weird looking. I mean, I kind of wish that I had one just to have it. I don't know, but it looks just like a razor, but you flip it open, and when it opens, the whole thing is a touchscreen. You've seen those? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the old flip phones. Those were the good old days, weren't they? Yeah, man. Those were the good old days. See, I was originally gonna go for the SE 2020, the iPhone, because it's reminiscent of the old school. You know, it has a little button on the bottom, and it's about this size, about as, I don't know. This might be smaller. I don't know. The 12 mini is a small little phone. It's a tiny little thing, you know. But the main reason that I went ahead and got this one is because anytime I'm going phone shopping, the first thing I do is I go on YouTube and I look up the drop tests and see how easy they break. And this little dude right here, like I've read several reports and watched several videos that this little 12 mini can survive some drops without a case. And I got a case coming in for it anyway, but you know, this little thing is damn near indestructible. It's damn near indestructible, you know. It can survive some drops. And like the screen apparently is some sort of new ceramic glass. But the back too, because it's so small and light, this little thing, you can drop it and it can survive some drops without shattering, you know. Dad has the SE 2020. Yeah. I thought it was cool. I was like, man, it just kind of reminds me of the good old days, you know, when phones had a button on the bottom. And that's the one that I had my heart set on for the longest time. And then when we finally came down to it at the last minute, I was like, no, I'm just going to go ahead and do the 12 mini. I'm going to go ahead and do the 12 mini. And I don't regret it. It's a neat little phone. Does everything that, it's just like the XS Max, but in the edges, it's got the flat edges around it, like the old school iPhone 5s, you know? So it's got a lot of the style and the feel of the old school iPhones, but it functions just like the XS Max, everything, you know? But it's tiny. It's a tiny little shit, and it fits in my pocket so comfortably. Now, well, okay, so I live here in Vegas. Here's another thing, too. Since I live here in Vegas, and since I go to the gym so often, it's very common, especially like when it's warmer weather, I wear basketball shorts, you know? Unless, of course, we're going out somewhere like to eat or something like that. But for the most part, when I'm just lounging around, like in the wintertime, I lounge around in like sweatpants or basketball shorts. And that big, heavy phone is not comfortable in a pair of basketball shorts, you know? In light shorts, that big, heavy thing, you know? And this little dude right here, you know, I put it in my shorts pocket and it just, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Anyway, though, I'm not just going to sit here and talk about phones the whole time, but that's the main thing that I wanted to do on here was to come on and say hello. I woke up a little early this morning. Got up at 4 a.m. Woke up and had to pee and laid back down and my body is hurting so bad from working out. So sore, dude. But I'm making progress, though. I'm making good progress. We went ahead and did two solid weeks on the new diet. 2 solid weeks on the new diet, and I've had 2 cheat days. And I dropped 3% body fat and gained 6 pounds of muscle. And of all the check-ins that I've had throughout this whole process with Coach Drew, every time we do a check-in, that's the most insane progress that I've made. So I'm heading in the right direction, but good Lord, boy, my body feels it all the time. I'm pretty much getting used to just hurting all the time now, you know? Pretty much getting used to it. It almost reminds me of my good old days at a rough, heavy manual labor day job. It almost reminds me of that, you know? Because I liked it this way anyway, but I would always get the day jobs that were really physically demanding. Really physically demanding. That's why if you all go to my tarot channel and you skim back to the very beginning, September, October 2018, I was a skinny little shit. Because I was working like 11-hour days and I would eat 1 meal a day. And my job was I was scrubbing cars with a brush all day, you know, scrubbing. And I wasn't eating very much. So I was a skinny little toothpick little shit, you know. Then all of a sudden, boom, my channel pops off. And, one thing leads to another. Next thing you know, my lifestyle completely changes overnight. I am not required to get up and do any physical labor at all. And I start making good money. And, when you're bored, I'm not a very social person at all. At all. I'm not very social, so I don't really go out and do much. I just pretty much sit around and eat. And within 3 months, from the minute I basically quit my day job, 3 months, I gained 50 pounds. 50 pounds, dude. 50 fucking pounds. And it was always reflected in my lifestyle. I'm one of those body types that my body type is, when you look at me, you can always tell what kind of lifestyle I have by my body type. I'm the type of person that if I start eating like shit and I don't exercise, I'll blow out and get real chubby and fat. If I stop eating and I eat very little, and I'm active throughout the day, I'll shrink down and get real skinny. If I'm feeding myself right and I'm doing a lot of manual labor, my muscles will blow up and get real big. I got stretch marks in here from where my arms just swelled up when I was cleaning airplanes, So here I am, now I have to force myself. If I want a body type that looks good, I have to force myself into a new lifestyle, At the time, that's the way I thought about it then. It's getting to the point now where I actually enjoy it. But yeah, so I've tried several gym memberships and whatnot, and I just don't really know exactly what I'm doing. So I wasn't confident enough to keep it going. If I'm not 100%, confident that I know what I'm doing, I can't stick with it, So that's when I just bit the bullet and said, you know what, I'm gonna get me a trainer. And Universal lined me up with Coach Drew, which was no accident. That was no accident at all. I probably wouldn't have been able to do it with any other trainer. You know what I mean? So, thanks, Mary. Hey, by the way, Mary, we quit doing the 22-22s. So, just a heads up on that. We stopped those for now. Stopped them for now so we can have more family time on the weekends. But yeah, thanks, Mary. Appreciate it. But anyway, so I'm feeling it. Oh, hooey, shooey, dooey, louey. My biceps, dude. My biceps here. As Monday is push day, Wednesday is pull day, and Friday is leg day. So tomorrow I got leg day. And that's starting to pay off pretty good too. My quads are starting to pop out and get big and beefy, It's kind of weird, but anyway, that's why I'm up this early. Now, we put a stop to the 22-22s for now. Just for now. We might bring them back at some point, but we do that occasionally. We'll bring them back, we'll do it for a little bit, and then we'll stop it. And then we'll bring them back and do it for a little bit and stop it, We like to have, if it's possible, we like to have as much family time as we can on the weekends. So 22-22s, we never really know. We can never really, we always feel like we can't really plan because we'll say, well, hopefully we'll try to do this tomorrow. But if we get flooded with 22-22s, we're going to be stuck at the house working all day, So we could be like, oh, okay, well, it's going to be we've had that happen before. Oh, okay, it's going to be a light day. We only had 5 pre-orders. Okay, cool, no problem. So this will be a short, easy little session. So we'll sit down and all of a sudden they start flooding in and rolling in. And then we end up stuck there doing 3 parts of a video, So we're like, let's just put them on hold for now. And this is the 3rd time that we've done this. And we might bring them back, We might. They're helpful as long as they help. As long as they help. We have pretty much about a good 98 to 99% positive feedback rate. Of course, there's always going to be that 1 or 2%. You're always going to, from occasion, you're going to run into that bitchy, shitty customer that is just unhappy about life in general, But we have a very, very good, and that's what I say. I tell everybody that, my number one priority is if what I'm doing helps, that's all that matters. That's all that matters, If what I'm doing doesn't help people, then I'm not doing my job. You know, that's the way I look at it. I don't know how anybody else looks at it, but number one priority is helping humanity, helping people. You know, helping people learn how to expand their consciousness, open their eyes, take a look at life from a different perspective, and hopefully my goal is to help people understand how to create a better experience for themselves. That's my goal. That's my goal. You know, it's going to be different for everybody, but that's the intention that I put into it. So yeah, yep, we've gotten video testimonials and all kinds of stuff from people. It's cool. We keep those private and to ourselves, but we've gotten some pretty emotional, you know, heartfelt video testimonials people have sent us about how, you know, everything that we do helps transform and change people's lives. And I'm like, that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters. Somebody doing something with Kelly. Oh, yeah. Yep, me and Kelly are working together now. Man, she is just one hell of a phenomenal. Blew me away, dude. I've known of Kelly for a while. I've been friends with her on Facebook for a couple of years. And then she reached out to me. I'm like, hey, would you like to work together? You know, and I was like, yeah, I've been thinking about, you know, branching out and trying different things and stuff like that. And she said, well, let's schedule a video call and we'll see, we'll talk and we'll see if there's any synergy is what she called it. I was like, sure, that's cool. So I sat down and video chatted with her and she told me her, you know, everything that she's got going on. And I said, well, okay, well, can I get a better idea of what it is that you do? So I did. I got to check out, you know, some of her coaching. And I was like, whoa, dude. She even like coached me and Leah, you know? And it was just phenomenal. I was like, damn, man, you know? And because and I underestimated her, you know? She's much more, I don't know I don't know what the word is. What's the word? Where publicly, it may not seem like much, but like one-on-one coaching fucking blew me away. I was like, holy hell, man. You know, the way that she can work with you if you, I don't even know how to explain it, dude. I don't even know how to explain, like she can ask you, hey, what, for example, I'm just roughly paraphrasing. I'm not quoting anything at all, but something like, you know, hey, what's an issue that you're dealing with? And then you say, oh, well, this is my issue. And then she can, like, from there, oh, she'll like break it down in ways that's like, holy hell, things that I've never even thought of, you know? Like she has a very, very vast knowledge of like behavior and energy behavior from a human perspective that I've never, I guess probably because I'm so antisocial, the dynamics of human energy behavior, if that makes any sense, to see the dynamics of energy behavior that I look at are much more from a broad, like how to connect to all this out here, you know, how to connect to the big power. And because I'm so isolated and antisocial and have been my whole life, and she's real good. I mean, good, dude. She's really good at this, at the close, intimate energy behavior on a human level type things that I'm like, whoa. I was like, yes. I said, I will absolutely work with you, you know? Yes, Kelly Lund. Blew me away. I was like, damn, dude. I will absolutely work with you, you know? So, and I told you all about it. I remember during a chat, I said, I have somebody that you all may know of that I'm going to be rolling out. You know, we got a project going on. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, sweet. She's super cool. And at the time that I scheduled my first video call with her, like she's real like detail oriented. She's a Capricorn, you know? She's like real detail oriented and planning and this and that. And I'm a big fucking airhead. And I was like, whoa, you got to talk to Leah. Leah went to California for a couple of days. And I was like, Leah's in California right now. You're going to have to wait until she gets back. And I want you all to sit down and talk. And they did, and they clicked like that. They're like best buddies now, you know? So anyway, yeah. And I'm either this week or next, I'm going to start rolling out having special guests on my channel. I can't promise when, I'm feeling for it, you know. I got a couple of people. I'm going to bring Coach Drew back on. I'm going to either sometime here in the next couple of days, I'm going to have Coach Drew come over and have a chat. And there's a couple other people that I would like to have on my channel too that I'm not going to mention right now because I haven't talked to them. But I'm going to reach out to a couple more people and invite them, you know, to come work with me if they want, you know, if they want. It'll definitely, you know, change up the dynamics, and it'll drive more traffic their way, you know. So she did her own tarot. You mean made her own deck? Is that what she did? Yeah. People have been asking me to do that for a while. Make my own tarot deck. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about all that. Maybe. I looked into it one time and it looked really, they say it's really super easy. Maybe I looked in the wrong place, but where I was looking, it looked real complicated and confusing. I was like, nah. Be a character on a tarot deck, you know? That'd be cool. That'd be cool as hell. Could you imagine that? You know? Like have the illest illuminator. She'd be the temperance lady because she's a Saggy, you know? I'll be the King of Swords because I'm an Aquarius. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Just a funny little idea that I had. I don't know. I suck at designing stuff, so I don't know if I would ever. I don't know if I would ever do that. Anyway, though, y'all. Anywho, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Yeah, man. Mainly, I just wanted to hop on here and test out my new phone. Mainly, I'm gonna hop on here and let's see here. Oh, it zooms good. There's my messy workstation over there with my Gatorade and my energy drinks. Okay. But like I said, I'm not working off of this, so it doesn't really matter. I just wanted to see. My shirts are cool. Yeah, the lady that designed those, man, she blew me away with it. I kind of forgot about it. She gave me a couple of test ideas. She goes, can I design a logo for you? Because the logo that I came up with, I just kind of stumbled across it by accident. You know, with the face hands. I was just testing out a photo editor. And that was one of the filters. And this was back when I very first started. And I was like, man, that looks cool. My face in a hands filter. So I took it to a few other photo editors and changed some things and changed the color and changed it up so that I could at least make it my own somehow. And I used that as my, logo for the longest time. It's just the plain face hands. And they were blue. I changed the color to indigo. And then this lady came to me. I forget her name. I forget her name for the life of me. I can't remember her name. But she came to me and she said, Claudia. Her name's Claudia. Excuse me. But she came to me and she said, can I design a logo for you? I said, yeah. So she threw me a couple of test ideas. And I shared them like on my community tab and did a poll. And I went, that was like one of the first times I went to the audience for anything. I said, what do y'all think? Vote on this. And the first couple ideas she threw at me was a big no, you know? So I was like, well, you know, I did a vote. I did an audience vote. And most people said no, you know? She said, all right, hold up. I got you. And I totally forgot about it. I didn't even think about it. Totally forgot about it. And then like maybe a week or 2 weeks went by. And then she emailed me and she said, what about this? Boom. And then it had the logo. I don't have any of my shirts on me right now, but I was like, damn, that's badass, you know? I was like, whoa, you know? And she has each astrology sign, she had like the face hands are like this, and she has each astrology sign going around it like this. And then on the one, she has that right there, and she has RL in the big bracket with the face hands in the middle of it, and she has lightning bolts and shit. I'm like, damn, that's badass. And she said, here. And she said, I don't want anything in return. I just wanted to help you. And I said, no, you're getting something, you know? So I sent her like free shirts, free phone case, you know, whatever. I sent as much stuff as I could. I said, what do you want? You want a tank top? You want a shirt, phone case or something like that? So I'm pretty sure I sent her, if I remember correctly, a hoodie. I paid for it myself. Like a hoodie, a phone case, and a tank top maybe, I think. You know, and the truth is I don't make any money off that stuff. You know that, right? I could, You have the ability to adjust the price to whatever you want, and it'll only let you go down so low before you're not making before they aren't even making any money. So I adjusted the prices. I think the most I make is the hoodies, and I make like $5. The shirts I make like $2 a piece because I didn't do that to make money. I did that because everybody kept asking me, make merchandise. I want to buy a coffee cup. I got coffee cups too. And I don't think I make anything off of those, maybe $1, So I took the prices down as low as I possibly could because it's not for me, it's for anybody that wants it, It's for the people. It's for the people. Teespring gets paid for all that. And I don't need money off of it, so. The hoodie, what? Me and Leah, the kids in school in Vegas. I'm not sure what you mean by that. The hoodie, you and Leah are the kids in school in Vegas. Yeah, the kids, yeah. Well, Amy started back this past Monday. So Amy, my youngest, goes to school 2 days a week, Monday and Tuesday. And then we take them to daycare for the rest of the week where they do their school there. And I'm pretty sure, from what I've heard, of course, we're in a really, really interesting time right now where lots of stuff are going on behind the scenes that if all you pay attention to is social media and the mainstream media, you have no idea what's going on. But all I can say is there's a lot of stuff going on right now. And we're in a very interesting time. And so you never really know. But what they're saying is that all schools are going to open back up in April, into March, April. Everything is completely going back to, all schools open. So that's what we're looking at. And they're going to go to school for a month and then be off in May. So, yeah. Oh, body hurting. Body hurting. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on here. I might stay on about 10 more minutes. I need a little bit more alone time before I wake the kids up. Just a little bit, A little bit more chillax time. Of course, I'm hanging out with my cat. My cat's over there. Sperry, what's up, dude? He says, hey. Need a little bit more alone time. A little bit more. A little bit more alone time before I get the kids up. Oh, the hoodie. Oh, okay. The hoodie me and Leah got you. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that one's badass too. That was Leah's design. Leah's the one that put that together, where it's just the RL on the chest and then the big logo on the back. I got one of those too. Now Terrell went out. He's a little punk, man. I mean, he's like the sweetest little cat in the world, but like he has this little vendetta against me. I mean, I can pick him up and carry him like a baby, but he has he wants to be the man of the house, He wants to be the man of the house and he wants Leah all to himself, so. So I walked in here and he got up and left. He's like, oh, well, it looks like you're coming in here. I'll be on my way. So funny. Oh. Anywho, though. Doom, 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 doom. These little things are sour, dude. This is this new little energy drink. And I just saw up here on the shelf at the store next to my house. Sour Patch Kids. They got a Sour Patch Kids one and a Warheads one. It's waking me up. It's waking me up. Anyway, though, yep, looks like the little phone's doing pretty good. It was actually your design. You talked to Leah. Oh, okay. So it was your idea, but Leah just did it because I knew that she sat down and she put it together, and I ordered one, and it's one of my favorites too. It's one of my favorites. I want to get back in there. It seems like they've changed Teespring up a lot, but I want to get back in there and do some different stuff to like the shirts and whatnot. I want to be able to get in and I don't know, maybe put like something on the back of the shirts too to make it look cool. What I really like to do is figure out some way to incorporate one shirt for each sign, you know? That's what I really wanted to do. I really still love to do that. I would love to do that, to be able to like make one shirt for Aries, one for Taurus, one for Gemini. You know what I'm saying? Like one for the entire zodiac, you know? So you'd have like maybe the logo, the emblem or whatever, and then like this badass like Aries symbol, maybe under it or somewhere on it, you know, so that you know that that's the Aries zodiac logo or whatever, you know. I'll do something special when I reach 250K. I don't know. It's a good question. It's a good question. I am right around the corner from 250K. For some reason, I don't know why, but I just haven't really been thinking too much about my subscriber count anymore. I used to. I haven't really been thinking about it. I'm about to hit 240K. I've gotten, let's see, hang on. Where was it? Okay, yeah, I've gotten about 10,000 new subscribers in the last, month, 3 weeks, something like that. And I haven't really been putting a whole lot of thought into it. I probably should, shouldn't I? I probably should. I mean, my channel grew so insanely, incredibly fast. I hit 200,000 before my 2-year anniversary, you know? The last that I looked, of course, like I said, I have no idea what anybody else is doing out there. But there for the longest time, when I very first started, for the first like year that I was reading tarot, every time I saw a tarot reading channel, I would look to see how long they were doing it, how long they had been reading. So I would scroll through, and I know a lot of people go back and delete their videos and whatnot, but I will go through and scroll through and look and see how long they've been putting videos up. And the last I looked, now again, I have no clue to this day who's out there doing what, but the last I looked about a year and a half ago, mine was the fastest growing, the fastest, you know, like, I'm not saying I'm the highest subscribed, but I'm saying for the length of time that I've been doing it, I've been doing it a little over 2 years now. I didn't see anybody whose was growing at the rate that mine was, you know? I didn't see anybody, nobody. You know, I think the fastest one that I saw was somebody who you know, by the time they were doing it 2 years, they were at like 150, 160,000, you know? And I blew past 200,000 before my 2-year anniversary. And again, last time I looked, I'm sure there could be somebody out there who popped off faster than that. But for the length of time that I had been doing it, I didn't see anybody whose was growing at the rate that mine was. And I was like, damn, dude. I don't know why. I'm not doing anything special. I'm not doing anything more. You know, I don't know. I just thought that it was, yeah. I think it's just because I'm different. I'm different in the tarot community, you know? I think that's what it is. You want out, boy? Hang on. Ooh. He wants out. You want out? Okay. Oh. Whew. Oh, my legs, man. Oh, my legs. Oh, boy. But yeah, so I don't know. I haven't really thought put a lot of thought into my, subscriber count. I probably should, though. I'm glad that you brought that up. But I did used to, every time I'd hit a certain milestone, I would do something special, like give away some signed tarot decks or a t-shirt or something like that, you know. Talk to Leah about it and see what kind of ideas we can come up with. But yeah, I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. I think I was just probably one of the strangest things that the tarot community has seen for a while, you know. Probably. That's the only thing I can think of, because I am so different, you know. Because not only am I a man, I'm a straight masculine man, and I'm not saying I'm the only one, but I have a different approach. I look different, I sound different. My personality is different. I have a very different approach. I approach readings from not a perspective like a lot of other readers, and this is no disrespect to anybody. I never set out to be a tarot card reader. I set out to learn the laws of energy behavior. And when I sat down to manifest my own business, this is what universe had in mind for me. So um, because of the fact that I never planned on being a reader, I planned on doing something totally different. I have a totally different skill set behind me coming into it, you know? So I approach the readings from a much different perspective. Like most other readers read one linear timeline. You know, this is what happened. This is what's happening now. This is what's going to happen. And because of the fact that I spent so many years not only attending schools and stuff like that, and courses and classes, and researching, I spent so many years like figuring out how to change timelines, you know. I figured, you know, and I learned how to do it, and I learned the laws of energy, and as far as carving out energetic pathways and creating different experiences in life. I spent so many years doing that I can't. I mean, I can. I can't say that I can't. I can read it from a narrow little time thread like everybody else does, but I feel like I'm doing you a disservice if I do that. I've done it before, lazy as hell, you know, lazy as all hell. But I mean, I always make it a point to give advice. That's why I do advice spreads, you know. And that's in general readings. I'll give like just general advice. But like if you come to me for a personal reading, it's very frequent that I'll actually sit down and break down, okay, well, here's how, well, the first thing I'll do is I'll check your energy. And if you're one of the people, you come to me and you're so far lost down a path of carving out, I can't say wrong path because I don't believe in that, but so far down the path you don't want to be on, that you're just surrounded by darkness and you have no clue what in the hell you're doing, then, oh man, I'll sit down and your reading will be about an hour long, and I'll be sitting down and I'll break down from point A to point B, you know, what you need to do. But if I check your energy and it's just like, you're just a little bit off this way, you know, I won't dig it up quite so deep. But really the main thing that I use the tarot cards for, the main thing, about 75 to 80% of what I use them for, is just to check your energy to see where you're at. Okay, this is where you're at. Here's how you got here. Now, here's what we're looking at. And these are some of the choices that you have. If you know, this is what you can do. Here's some tools. And you know what I'm saying? So it's my theory. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's the reason why I, you know, gained popularity in the tarot community, I think. I don't know. I really don't know what it was, but yeah, when I very first started for the first year and a half, from everybody that I saw, I didn't see anybody whose channel was growing at such an insane rate as mine was, you know. I didn't see. So, I don't know. And then I started doing personal readings. I started slacking on my channel. So it was growing, and then I started getting piled on top of me like 6, 7, 8 personal readings a day. Then the growth rate kind of slowed down a little bit, you know, so. Anyway, though, like I said, yeah, I'm glad whoever that was that said, am I going to do something special? I'm glad you mentioned that, because had you not mentioned that, I probably wouldn't have. I've not even really been paying very much attention to it. So I'm going to do the best that I can. Can't make any promises, but I am going to play with the idea of doing like another giveaway or something for 250K. So that's 10,000 more. That could happen anytime, you know? So, anywho, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I mainly wanted to tune in and test my phone out, see how clear the camera looks, and touch base with you guys. Don't know what all I'm going to do today. I got readings that I got to do now. You know, I got 3 of them due before 10 a.m. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a good morning.